the right one? I like the nurse sharks they always have in aquariums. Nothing wrong with a nurse shark. Nurse sharks are good beans too. Oh dear. I would have loved to have seen like old sharks, like not to be fair, you never know because so much of the ocean is unexplored. I guess some more like dinosaur style sharks similar to the Greenland shark might exist and we just haven't discovered them yet because I'm assuming they'd be very deep sea. But yeah, I'd love to see more like more dinosaur-esque sharks if they exist out there. It's always interesting with the ocean because you just really don't know. You maybe, yeah, like I want to see grandma shark. There might be like some more prehistoric stuff down there. I'm like, I don't know. I've not been. You been? I haven't been into the deep ocean. It could be there. I like the whole thing as well of like, as you get lower, things get bigger. Like the whole deep sea giganticism stuff. I think it's really, really cool. Kind of terrifying. I saw that. I saw that, computer. 2 seconds. My computer is trying to load something and it's having a bit of a struggle. What are you trying to load? What is it? Show me. I'll go into your task manager. What are you trying to load? There it is. Get rid of that. Okay, good job. Xbox is what it's trying to run. I don't know why. I remember telling it to run any Xbox games. You breached antivirus. Could you unbreach it? And could you stop trying to play games on my PC? Jeez, Shifty. There's always a Chimera shark, but isn't a shark, but it's very close relative and it's ancient. That's heckin' cool. You breached antivirus. Yeah, no. It's trying to kickstart Xbox. There's a larger grey white that just don't go up to where the regular great white is that often. Ooh! Yeah, it's like the idea though, right? Like, yeah, so you get deeper in the ocean, everything gets bigger. I think it's so cool. I think it's so cool. No, got any games on your PC? I got Slime Rancher 2, which is a little oven. It's a little oven of a game. I got that. I got Lethal Company. I got Resident Evil 8. I'm trying to think of what I have actively downloaded on my PC right now as a thing. Resident Evil 8. Honkai Star Rail. Any of these piquing your fancy? I don't have a whole lot of games at any one time. I have ToeJam and Earl, but you also have ToeJam and Earl. Do you have MS Paint? I don't have MS Paint actually. I need to install it on here because it doesn't come with it. So unfortunately, I do not have MS Paint. It's very upsetting. DC's Gigantism are interesting, but also kind of terrifying. Yeah, I think it's really, really cool. I think it's really, really cool. I love watching documentaries about like the deep ocean and stuff like that, and seeing all the stuff, as well as like a lot of theories. Because of course, like so much of it is unexplored. Like so many people still theorize about it. It's really, really cool. I like the okay. Sorry, we are going on so many tangents today and I'm so sorry. But I like when people discuss how, so like a lot of things that were like myths and legends were just deep sea creatures coming to the surface. Like you had like, I can't remember what it was called, but a lot of stuff like the oarfish was a big one. Where before the oarfish was formally discovered, it was like a myth. It was a mythology, like the Loch Ness Monster kind of thing. Where people didn't think it was real. But then it is real, it's just you don't see it very often. I kind of love the theories that people will spin of stuff like, well, there's this like creature that people have discussed seeing in this place on multiple occasions. Now it could just be local folklore, or it could be like, you know, it could be tall tales of something that is just a little bit older and lives a little bit deeper. And I think that's so cool. I think it's so cool. Because, like, what other instances in life does myth so often become, like, reality? As, like, the deep sea. I think it's really, really cool. It gives me the big smile. When you're like, oh, all these tall tales were actually... And, like, giant squids and stuff like that. Being, like, krakenish monsters. But it's just a giant squid. Colossal squid, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, colossal squid. I think that's really, really cool. And I like the idea that stuff like that happens. It makes me smile. It gives me good hecking vibes. Deep sea creatures are a perfect combo with megalophobia and thalassophobia. Yes, they definitely are also quite scary a lot of the time. Understandably so. You wouldn't want to come across a colossal squid. First of all, because I don't think humans will survive very well down there, but also like they're big. So like, yeah, no, I do be getting it. I just think it's so cool though. I think it's so cool. Ah, dear. Even things that are like not viewed very often, like speaking of, because obviously jellyfish is one that I like quite a bit. Stuff like, is it the phantom jellyfish? Has a proper name, but I think people just call it phantom jellyfish, which is like a black jellyfish, like a very, very dark colored jellyfish with these massive like tentacles, but you only find it in the really, really deep ocean. So unless you're diving really, really deep, you'll never see it. And it's so cool. It's so awesome. Yes, I love it. I love giant sea creatures too. I just think it's so cool. And I love how things that like a couple hundred years ago, they would have been considered myths and legends from sailors, end up after a bit more science and research being actual creatures that might just have been exaggerated. It's so cool. I love it. It's like the coolest. Gussie, good morning. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. We're just getting the base layer of color in, and then we can go in and do all the fun stuffs. The fun stuffs with heckin' whatchamacallit, shading and highlight. Yeah, very interesting though. We base so many monsters of deep sea creatures today. The alien, yeah, on the black dog of it. It makes sense though, because like it does trigger a lot of phobias for people, and I think it's a mix. Yeah, it's a mixture of like what Sunklo was saying. Like the fear of the unknown, fear of big creatures, fear of the ocean, like so much of it, all in one. Very heckin' cool. Does Stingray have a cute little face? You're right, they do. I can't disagree with you. It's true, stingrays do have a cute little face. Oh dear. I just love it. I think it's so cool. I am lucky as well. I'm in a very fortunate position. I have a big family. You ever feel like you feel like sometimes your family is very small, and then you start discussing things that people do, and you're like, wow, my family is kind of actually big. But I have several like all of my family like fish. We're all very fishy people. We love fish. We think fish are neat. We think the underwater places are neat. Now, personally, I'm not gonna go ever get my scuba diving license or anything like that. It's not something that I like seeing the stuff, but I don't think I need to be down there with them. But a lot of my family actually do go diving with them. Ah, dear. Either as a part of their work or as a hobby. So like, we get really, really pretty pictures. We get beautiful photos of the amazing creatures that they spot on their dives. I always feel a bit nervous for them, to be honest, but like, they're trained. They're good beans. They'll be safe. Ah, it's so cool. It's kind of like an ideal situation for me because I don't have to go down myself. And they could just send me all the cool pictures of all of the sharks they've seen and the creatures and octopuses and squids and all that kind of stuff. They don't do deep sea stuff. I think that's a very specific group, but yeah, all of the not super, super deep sea. I've seen some cool wrecks and stuff though. That's cool. Ah, dear, I love it. I can look at that kind of stuff for hours. I think it's amazing. Oh, I kind of like that so much of the ocean is undiscovered as well. I think do you think we'll ever get to a point, actually, yeah, philosophical question for chat. Do you think we'll ever get to the point of 100% of the ocean being discovered? Like all of it being documented? Also, I'm just waking up, got my coffee and water bottle. Oh, lovely. Hell yeah. I hope you have a good heckin' little morning routine. Sounds lovely. You don't think so? No? I kind of don't think so either. I also am kind of the opinion I don't know that we'll ever 100% explore the ocean. And that's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. The idea that we'll never 100% get there. I think especially because, you know, you still have underwater volcanoes, like a lot of the structure underneath the water is also changing. Maybe not so fast, but it's getting there. It'd be moving, be going along. Ah, there. I think, I don't know though, because I do, but then I feel like when I look at, like, it feels like we're more interested in going into space than we are going into the ocean a lot of the time. Like, there are obviously people that are interested in going to the ocean, but it seems like maybe not quite so many, and of course you have all the issues of pressure and it being very dangerous and very expensive, and also like I guess it's just really cool, but I suppose they're like, well, what good is it for us actually to go to the bottom of the ocean? Like, what are we gonna do down there? And it's like, see the cool things, see all of the big fish, maybe even pet the big fish one day, who knows? But yeah, there is more in space than in the ocean. I guess that's true, yeah, but there's no big fish in space yet. We could discover big fish in space one day. I do like the idea. They're like, oh, we're gonna find this new distant planet. It's just big fish. Just very large big fish discovered in space. Oh dear. Anyway, if this whole conversation is just to say, I think it's pretty neat. I think the ocean's pretty cool. I think sharks are very neat. I think jellyfish are pretty cool as well. All pretty cool. It's probably Animal Crossing that's got me talking about fish this much. All the Animal Crossing music's making me think of the museum. Oh dear, and I'm like, dang. Remember all those fish in the museum that one time? Ah, oh, that's a good game. Animal Crossing New Horizons was a really good game. It still is a really good game. I just don't play it so often anymore. But when I was playing it, I really, really enjoyed it. Oh dear.